I do have one more question, and that is, I want you to address creating success through ease. And I ask that specifically because when I encountered the AbHi information for the first time, it was about 2 years ago, and at the time I was unemployed.
Well, here's the best way to go about this. Here's the answer to this. How do I create success through ease? By understanding step 1 is step 1 and step 3 is step 3. And by understanding that the contrast that's going to happen, you're not making it happen, it's just happening, and out of that contrast is being born effortlessly within you desires. Now there's angst in that. In other words, sometimes there's not a lot of ease in all of that. But in the moment that a new desire is born, if you will start turning your attention to what you want and why you want it, playing the game of virtual reality, practicing the art of allowing, practicing the art of feeling good. You've been hearing us talking about that all day here today.
Yes.
In other words, looking for reasons to feel good, looking for reasons to be playful. Set more time aside for things that you really like to do. Pamper yourselves more, give yourselves more ease, do more things that are satisfying while you're doing them. Look for ways to release resistance. The idea of resistance releasing is the idea of relief. In other words, sit sometime when you're extra tired and say, hey, in this moment, I could find relief. And then just breathe with the idea of releasing tension. Breathe with the idea of finding relief. When you find a thought that doesn't feel very good, say, hey, I can find a better feeling thought than that. When you find a thought that really feels good, milk it for everything it's worth. In other words, ease is about pleasure. Ease is about feeling good. Ease is about finding things that feel good and focusing upon them. Ease is about directing your thought. But if you're all tied up on things, in other words, if something else is activated within you, you're really going to like this. So let's say a friend comes and gives you information, activates a vibration within you, then you see a television show about it, then you pick a magazine up about it, and you've got yourself sort of in this place of discomfort about some subject. Sometimes ease is just to say, I don't have to think about that, rather than saying, oh, I have to think a different thought about that. Just reach for ease, reach for ease, reach for release, reach for relief. Just let it go. Let's say somebody was mean to you. They were just flat out rude. And you're willing to accept that you evoked it in some way. You don't know how, just exactly, but you believe in law of attraction, and you know somebody should do something about it, and you're the only one. But just the same, it happened, you didn't like it, you don't like how it feels. And you feel like telling somebody about it. Release that temptation. Don't talk about it. And when you find yourself thinking about it, say, I don't have to think about this. I don't have to think about this. Why am I thinking about this? I don't have to think about this. In other words, just sort of breathe it away. Don't harbor the negative thoughts. Don't replay the negative conversations. Don't relive what happened in your childhood. Don't try to justify anything to anybody. Don't try to explain yourself to anybody. In other words, just sort of, for just a little while, get into a sort of limp, joyful, whatever will be, will be. I don't have to worry about that. I'll think about that later. And watch how well it works for you. Somebody comes to you with a complaint, look at them and say, I'm sorry I cannot get excited about what you're worried about. Part of me wants to go there with you, but I'm just too lazy. I just don't want to go there with you. So if you don't mind, I'll just stay in my limp but blissful state of being. In other words, just don't let yourself get revved up into anything. Practice floating, practice releasing, practice breathing, practice ease, practice the art of allowing the well-being that you so much want and deserve.
Just a comment, I find that really inspiring because for as far...
You find it what?
Inspiring, because for as far as I've come in such a short period of time, I became aware of the fact that a lot has happened, a lot of wonderful, positive things, but I wasn't always able to successfully find that better feeling place.
So what?
There were just moments.
So what?
And it happened anyway.
So what? In other words, there's nobody that's got you on a timeline. There is no path that you're supposed to follow any specific way. In other words, everything's all right. It's all right. Everything's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, well, it's all right. Oh, well. Oh, well. Well, looky there. Oh, well. Oh, well.
And it's all taking place
Oh,
behind
well.
the scenes? Then
All is well. All is well. Because when you ask, it was given. And you're worrying about it not yet showing up only gives you a disabled hand.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, indeed.